you know.
So Rhiannon Ward, tell me about what school you're currently going to.
I'm currently going to Fellows right now in Seattle.
So what does Code Fellows do?
Code Fellows, they, in particular, is a boot camp school geared towards anyone and anyone can learn code.
And tell me, how does code affect your prospective jobs?
Honestly, it opens it up quite a lot. I mean, as a software developer, which is primarily how they teach you to become, as opposed to, like, I don't know, an applications creator or whatever. I mean, yeah, you still have the skills to do that, but they primarily will, like, you can be like a contractor, you can use it to be within the industry, working for small mom and pop websites and stuff, building phone apps, games.
What field you're about to go in the next couple months?
In the next few months, I'll be most likely a .NET software developer, meaning that I'm working in the language of C# hopefully with Microsoft. So I will be helping them out with their websites, web pages, applications. From what I understand, it's a lot of testing. So you write your own code that we could test code.
Did you go to college by any chance?
I did. I went to college for 2 years, and I have my associate's degree, and hopefully through becoming a software dev, I can actually afford more schooling to get my doctorate.
What motivates you to continue in your career?
Honestly, in this career in particular, I can actually use it in applications towards what my doctorate actually is, which is hopefully biochemistry. I'm thinking, leaning more so towards biomedical or bioengineering right now, because the field of science is really my number one priority. High pressure situation as well.
You mentioned something about 12 hours. Could you expand what's your schedule like?
Yeah, so I'd say 6 a.m. is probably when I actually start coding. 6 p.m. is actually when most people leave, but if you have a night course, it can run over. So it really is dependent on the teacher, how long the lecture is, and how long you feel like you need to stay at Code Fellows for help and stuff. For the majority of time, it is 12 hours. I'm usually coding from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. There are breaks in between, roughly, let's say 3 hours in total of a break, which is nice. But as far as, like, you know, a physical and mental break away from the computer and away from code entirely, I feel as though it's almost physically impossible within a day.
So is this like a 7-day-a-week course? Is it 5, 4 days?
You get the weekends off. Yeah, Monday through Friday you are working though. And I mean, when I say you get the weekends off, I mean you have the freedom to choose when you're doing your stuff as opposed to like being there at Code Fellows daily.
What obstacles did you face?
A lot of mental obstacles actually. So a lot of the teachers actually help in digressing, I guess you could say, a lot of those feelings. Dismaying them is not an option. You can't just like push aside someone's feelings when they're going through a course that's hell and they realize it's hell. I mean, maybe sometimes they don't understand just how much of a struggle it is to learn code in such a short amount of time.
Have you ever questioned your path or your career at any certain point during your course at Code Fellows?
During Code Fellows, yes. I about ripped my hair out of my head because it is a boot camp, and so they really do, I guess you could say, wean away the weak. But as far as like wanting to stick with it and feeling as though like each and every project that we do through the school is it's interesting to look back on those projects as you're looking at your newest one and being like, I knew nothing.
What inspired you to do this career?
Honestly, the main priority would be that doctorate in biochemistry thing. That way I'll be able to use it and write code to build better applications, hopefully to help in the medical field as well.
Did you change anything that led you to this point?
Absolutely not. I mean, I might have studied more in college and not have to take any summer courses because I had to do that. Maybe I even have taken more time off, but other than that, I wouldn't have changed anything.
Did you have any other career options besides biochemistry and going as a software developer?
Yes, I was presented with the opportunity one summer when I was still in high school of going down to, oh gosh, which college was it? Stanford, and seeing what it is actually like to be a lawyer. Unfortunately, it cost too much, and my my mental set and my career path had already begun to change because I did want to be a lawyer for quite a long time. I was hesitant on becoming either a prosecuting or defense attorney. When studying more, it was really difficult to understand a lot of the lingo and jargon that makes it, well, hell, if you ask me.
So, what school did you attend when you were going to college?
When I was going to college, I was technically also in high school. So I was in Running Start, and so I went to Curtis Senior High School and University Place, technically, and then got my college as well as high school credits from Pierce College, the Fort Steilacoom campus in Lakewood.
What is your internal drive to do what you do?
My internal drive, it's like anyone who's going really into the field of science, is like to make a difference and to make a change. In reality, doing so as a software developer at Microsoft, it might just be making a video game more friendly to children, or being able to make sure that censorship and all this other stuff isn't so buggy, or maybe even just fixing websites to make them more friendly to all people.
So, any advice you would give to anybody who's trying to approach this field?
Oh, absolutely. Go to an actual college for this degree, but also after you're done with said college, go to a boot camp, because you'll learn more languages and you will learn more in the current of today field than you will probably at college.